Hi, my name is Sophie, and today I'm going to take y'all through a warm-up. So go ahead and find an open space and a mat, and we're going to get started. We're going to start with some marches, and we're going to do some arm circles as well. We're going to start with arm circles forward. Let's start with little arm circles, and each time we go around, we're going to go a little bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's do one more all the way around, and then we're going to reverse. Arms right back out to the side, little arm circles. Then we're going to go a little bigger each time we go around. At the same time, we're still driving those knees up as we are marching, and we're keeping our face looking straight forward. Let's do one more, and then we're going to go into our first leg exercise of the day. All right, we're going to put all of our weight on our left leg. We're going to have a slight bend at the knee, and we're going to raise our right leg out to the side and cross it over our midline. Raise it out to the side and cross it over. We're going to be working our abductors and adductors, our outer muscles and our inner muscles of our legs. If you want to really challenge your balance a little more, really try to slow it down and control it as you're lifting it up and bringing it across. Let's do one more, and we're going to switch. All right, let's go on that right leg, bring up the left, and we're going to cross over. A trick with balance, you can go ahead, look straight forward. You can pick a spot on the wall. Let's do one more, and we're going to go ahead and do some forward and backs with our legs. We're going to switch now to our left leg again. And instead of moving our leg out to the side, we're going to use our hip flexor right here in the front. And we're going to move our leg forward, engage those hamstrings and glutes to kick back. Move our leg forward and kick back. With any of these balance exercises, you can always go ahead and you can find something to grab onto to get that balance first of all. We're going to do one more and then move on. All right, let's go on that right leg. We're going to use that hip flexor to go out, engage the hamstrings and glutes on the way back. After this, we're going to go into a plie squat, and we're going to do some calf raises. Let's do one more. With our plie squat now, we're going to have our feet a little more than shoulder width apart, and we're going to have our feet pointed out. We're going to sit back like in a chair. We want to avoid putting our knees over our toes. That could lead to injury. And we're going to push up our feet to drive our heels up and back down. If you want less of an intensity, you can do a little half squat, and you can just do those calf raises. If you want more of an intensity, really sit in that plie squat, those calf raises. We're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to switch into some lunges with bicep curls in 3, 2, and with our lunges, we're going to go ahead and step and go straight down, engage the glutes, hamstrings, and quads. Come up, we're going to come back. We're going to be alternating. We want to avoid bringing our knee over our toes, so don't go forward. And each time we go down in our lunge, we're going to do a bicep curl. With our bicep curl, we're going to keep our upper arm close to our body, and we're going to extend and flex at the elbow to engage those biceps. If you want less of an intensity, you can just do step bicep curls instead of those lunges. You can just do step, bicep curl, step, bicep curl. Let's do a few more of these, and then we're going to go into front shoulder raises. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to be looking forward, and we're going to have our arms straight, and we're going to raise our arms up and then back down. Raise our arms up and back down. We're going to be engaging our shoulders as we are going up and down with our front raises. We really want to control it as we are going down. After this, we're going to go into some reverse flies in 3, 2, and 1. With our reverse flies, we're going to sit back slightly, bend right here at the hips. We're going to have a straight back, and we're going to have our palms facing in, and we're going to squeeze our back muscles to bring up our arms. We're going to be looking straight down at the ground and bring it in. Squeeze at the back and bring it on in. This is a good exercise for posture. We're going to squeeze those back muscles. After this, we're going to keep this posture, and we're going to do some tricep kickbacks. In 3, 2, and 1. We're going to put our arm up by our side. We're going to keep our upper arm completely still. We're going to kick our arm back, so those triceps right up here, and bring it on back. We're still going to look down at the ground as we're kicking our arms back, engaging those triceps. We're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to move on into some more balance, and we're going to stretch our quads. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's stand up. We're going to go all of our weight onto our left leg. We're going to bring our right ankle directly behind us towards our glute. We don't want to have it to the side because that can lead to injury. And we're going to feel a nice stretch right here in our quad. We're going to be looking straight forward. And we're going to switch in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring that left ankle up. We're going to have it directly behind us towards that glute as well. We're going to feel that stretch in our quad. A nice little trick sometimes is to raise that arm. That's not really doing much. It could help with your balance. After this, we're going to stretch our glute in 3, 2, and 1. With all of our weight on our left leg, we're going to lace our fingers together, bring up that leg, hug our shin, bring in our leg close to us till we feel that for any discomfort and pain. We don't want to pull anything. And we're going to switch in 3, 2, and 1. Lace fingers, bring it on in. After this, we're going to stretch our upper arms in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lace our fingers together. We're going to go straight arms. We're going to bend over, reach up behind us, and we're going to push a little at those upper arms. We're going to be looking straight down at the ground. Feel a nice stretch in those biceps. And then we're going to hold it for a few seconds, and then we're going to stand up and go into a chest stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it on up. Keep those arms behind you. We're going to roll those shoulders back. We're going to lift our chin up slightly. We're going to stretch the chest, kind of stretch our neck a little too. We're going to hold it. And then after this, we're going to go into a tricep stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. We're going to raise our right arm, go directly behind us. We're going to grab our left arm, pull slightly at our arm, and we're going to feel a nice stretch right here at our tricep. We're going to have our chin tucked slightly. We're going to look at the ground, and we're going to switch in 3, 2, and 1. We're We're gonna reach up with our left arm, reach down our back, grab our right hand, pull slightly at the elbow. Feel that nice stretch at your tricep. We're gonna stretch our shoulders after this. In 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold out our right arm, cross it along our body, pull it on in with that left arm. We're gonna feel a nice stretch right here in that shoulder. We're gonna be looking forward as we are doing this. And we're gonna switch in 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold out that left arm, cross it across our body, hold it on in with that right arm. Remember, throughout this whole warm-up, we're just going to breathe in with our nose and out with our mouth, especially when we start getting that heart rate going. After this, we're going to take it down into a mountain pose. In 3, 2, 1, come follow me down to the ground. We're going to reach towards our toes, get onto our hands and into our feet. We're going to drive our heels down. We're going to alternate. We're going to start stretching our calves. We're going to engage our core as we are holding our mountain pose. We're going to be looking directly at the ground. And we're going to go into a high plank after this in 3, 2, and 1. Stop the stretching with your calves. Have your feet shoulder width apart. Let's go into a high plank. We're going to have a straight back, and we're going to go into some plank jacks. With our plank jacks, we're going to have our feet out, bring it on in, out, and in. If you want a lower intensity, you can just go to the side. We're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to go into a push-up. In 3, 2, and 1. With our push-up, you can either go ahead and do a kneeling push-up. You want to have a straight back, you want an engaged core, go down, or you can still stay in that high push-up position and go down with that high plank. And we're going to do a few more of these. After, we're going to go into a tabletop position and do some bird dogs in 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to be on our knees and on our hands, and we're going to reach out with our opposite arm, opposite foot. So right arm out, left leg out. We're going to engage our core and our lower back. Bring it on in. Left arm out, right leg out. Bring it on in. If you want more of an intensity, do that crunch at the end. Bring it on in. You want to crunch at the end, bring it on down. We're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to go into a cat-cow stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. With our cat stretch, we're going to push up, stretch our shoulders, our back. And then with our cow stretch, we're going to go all the way down, stretch those muscles. We're going to breathe in as we go up, and breathe out as we go down. After this, we're going to go on to just our knees, and we're going to do a kneeling hip flexor stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. So come follow me. We're going to get up on our knees. We're going to put out one foot. I'm going to put out my right first, and we're going to sink into it. We should feel a nice stretch into our hip flexor. If you want more of that stretch, sink in a little more. You can also raise that arm of the hip flexor that you're stretching. If you want less of a stretch, put that arm down, and you can set up a little bit more. And we're going to hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Let's put that leg back, put the other one out. Go ahead and sink down. Feel that stretch again into that hip flexor. You can raise that arm up. After this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit down on the mat in 3, 2, and 1. Let's sit on down, and we're gonna do some Russian twists. We're gonna sit back, put our feet up, and we're gonna twist our body each side. We're gonna engage our core muscles in the side, which are, we're gonna be facing each side. We're gonna be looking at the right and the left that we are twisting. If you want less intensity, you can go ahead, you can put your feet down, and then you can just twist on each side. We're going to go into a butterfly stretch after this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's put our feet together. If you want less of a stretch, you're going to put your feet out. If you want more of a stretch, you're going to put more feet in. We're going to stretch out our inner thigh muscles. These are our adductor muscles. And then if you want more of that stretch, you can bend over a little bit. We're going to stay at the ground. We're going to do a little twist stretch motion after this in 3, 2, and 1. So next we're going to extend our left leg. We're going to cross over our right, and we are going to turn over to our right. We're going to push slightly on this right leg with this left arm. We should feel a nice stretch in our glutes and our abductor muscles right along here. We should also feel a nice stretch in our side core muscles, our obliques. We're going to hold this, and then we're going to switch to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Extend the right, cross over the left. We're going to go ahead. We're going to push slightly on that right leg. We're going to be turning to the left. Go into a sit and reach hamstring stretch in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to have our feet fully extended, and we're going to reach out until we just feel a stretch in our hamstrings right underneath, right here of our thigh. And we're not going to pull it or anything. We don't want to push it. We just want to reach until we feel a nice stretch. After this stretch, we're going to take it back on up. We're going to stand up on this mat, and we're going to finish off with a few exercises to get our heart rate up, and then we're going to be done. We're going to stand on up in 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back on up. We're going to do some skaters. So with skaters, we're going to hop to the right, bring the other foot behind us, and we're going to do opposite hand with opposite foot. So left hand touches the right, hop to the left, right hand touches the left. So we're just going to be hopping to each side. If you want more of an intensity, keep that hop going. Keep that pace up. If you want less of that intensity, we're going to do a step. More of an intensity, the hop, less the step. We're going to switch into some cross jacks in 3, 2, and 1. With our cross jacks, we're going to open up and cross over. Open up, cross over. Each time we cross over, we're going to alternate each foot that's going to cross over. So our left crosses over our right, open up, right crosses over our left. Add that hop in. If you want less of intensity, you can go ahead and just kind of step to the side, cross your foot over each time. We're going to go into butt kickers in 3, 2, and 1. With butt kickers, it's sort of like running in place, but we're going to raise our heels up, close to our glutes. They don't have to touch our glutes. We just want them to go up a little more. If you want less of an intensity, we can go ahead and just do a little bit of a walking motion. If you want more of an intensity, we can go a little fast. We're gonna go into high knees in 3, 2, and 1. All right, this is our last one. And with our high knees, we're going to raise our knees up. We're gonna drive it up, and we're gonna go fast. If we can have our hands out. Try to get those knees up. If we want less of an intensity, do some high marches. We have a couple more seconds. Let's get that heart rate up. And we'll finish in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everyone.